Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this video we're going to look at the SOTA Street Fighter Round 3 Gen figure. Now these are all 6 versions of him. He stands just about 6 inches tall, so he's pretty good scale, maybe a little bit too tall. They don't really take many of the characters lower than 6 inches, so you can't get the scale perfect, I guess, because he probably should be a little bit shorter than that, but still good scale and definitely in line with the other 6-inch lines of action figures. We have the player 1 version here, the blue one, the red one, the olive green one, the hard to find black one, and the super hard to find clear one. This is part of my SOTA Street Fighter Pride and Joy, the Round 3 clear factory employee or employee exclusive clear figures. These guys are super hard to find because they didn't end up even making it. Hey, that's not cool. One thing I will mention later is that Gen is particularly hard to stand. But anyway, so the clear ones didn't actually end up making it to the employees for the most part. If memory serves, I don't think they ever did. Maybe a couple people got a hold of them, but that was about it. So these are extremely hard to find. And they're really cool, I think, because as far as clear figures go, it's usually pretty tricky to get them to look good. These don't have really much yellowing at all, and they just are really well done. So this is the clear Gen. We're going to set him aside. This is the really hard to find black version, Japanese exclusive. Really they're all the same other than paint, but this is the black one, black on black with purple accents. This is the olive green one with brown pants and orange accents. Red one with brownish red pants and purple accents. And the blue one, which is similar to the black one in that it's the same figure other than the blue. The purples are the same and the blacks are the same. It's just the blue difference. So that's that. And then, like I said, we have the player 1 version, which is purple on dark purple with red accents. As far as accessories go, we have these 2 kind of pinching finger hands for his one style. Then we have the 2 more open hands. Fingernails are painted and everything is sculpted again. And then we have 2 fist hands, so a total of 6 hands, which is really nice, and 2 interchangeable heads. We have the standard face and then the one that's kind of smirking, raising his eyebrow. Again, the detailing and sculpt work is great. The paint work, everything is just really top notch on these guys. And again, I don't know why, but I really like this figure. The detail work and the sculpt and paint on his clothes, the overall sculpt with the folds and wrinkles is really nice. Only thing that could be better is the white line that goes around this part because it's kind of sloppy here and there. No big deal though. The only other complaint I have is that his feet don't go completely flat. They're always curved up. You cannot bring the toe down anymore without modification, so he is tricky to stand. You can do it if you take the time though, so it's not a huge problem. One thing to note, it does have extra sculpt work on the inside of the cloth just to give it a little extra detail and realism, so I really do appreciate that. As far as articulation goes, he's got a ball peg for the head, ball disc shoulders, full range of motion there, bicep swivel built in, pretty good range of motion. You won't have too much trouble posing this guy, he's not too bulky. Double jointed elbows, which I do appreciate, especially for Gen. You can really bend his arms pretty nicely for any of the poses he might do in the game. Then he has the wrist swivel, obviously, because it's removable, and the wrist pivot. So very well done there. He has an ab crunch, which is actually pretty good. He goes pretty far down and pretty far back, which is pretty much standard for the SOTA guys. You might get a little rubbing from the insides of the joints on the clothes there, but it's not too big of a deal because it won't usually scratch the paint. He has a waist twist. Let's see if it's frozen. Nope, it's usable. So waist twist, and then underneath here he's got standard articulation, but if you look, it's really hollowed out for the hips, so you can really pose him a lot, which is good. They did that because they can hide it easily with this. For normal figures it would just look junky, so they can't do that. But for this guy, because he's got the extra clothes, he's got such a great range of motion on him. It's really phenomenal. Anything you want to do, you can do with this guy. He's got the ball disc hips there, the thigh swivel, double jointed knees, and then he's got an ankle twist, an ankle pivot, a foot swivel, and a toe joint, as you can see there. So really any pose you want to do with this guy, you're going to be able to do it. It's really just limited by your imagination. He's got perfectly posable legs, so that's really, really nice. So that makes Gen actually one of my more liked figures from the SOTA Street Fighter line. He's just a really nice interpretation of the character, and they did a really good job with him. So there it is. There's Gen and all of his different versions and all of his parts and everything. So hopefully that was informative and enjoyable for you to watch. Stay tuned for the rest of the SOTA Street Fighter HD figure reviews, and in the meantime, keep collecting.